Okay, so first of all, what is the apprenticeship program?
The apprenticeship program is called the National Tooling and Machining Apprenticeship Program, NTAP, is a regional effort around the Philadelphia Greater Delaware Valley region to advance manufacturing by attracting and retaining new people and training some incumbent workers as well as growing the pool of talent for manufacturing in general by offering opportunity within the industry of young people to grow, learn about manufacturing, and learn some skills, get accreditations through NIMS, which is the National Institute of Metalworking Skills, that they can take anywhere in the country, so they're transferable. And also through the apprenticeship program, they'll be earning college credits through the college consortium, so Bucks County Community College, Delaware County Community College, and many others around the area. And the credits they'll be taking in learning a trade in manufacturing will also transfer to associates and even bachelor's degrees.
Okay, and how is that going to contribute to the manufacturing industry overall by having more young people in it?
Well, it will ensure the longevity of the industry for the next several decades. The manufacturing industry has aged considerably. Our shop floors are aging. Our company is an exception to the rule, but most shop floors in the region, the average age is between 55 and 60 years old. Ours happens to be 31. So we're well set up for the next couple of decades, but most manufacturers are not. And we're kind of at a red line type point for our industry where if we don't make changes now and we don't work toward making our shop floors younger, then a lot of these companies aren't going to make it through, and they're not going to have enough good young people to sustain their businesses ongoing.
Okay. And now, so you've already mentioned that having younger employees is going to benefit the manufacturing industry overall, and M&S is well set up for that. So how is this apprenticeship program going to affect M&S then, if you already have young people on board?
Well, the ancillary benefit of the apprenticeship program, in addition to attracting and growing the pool of people that want to be in manufacturing and can populate our companies, the second piece of it is to compress the number of years that it takes to get someone proficient. So it will focus their training in a way that makes them tackle things that are important to learn basic skill sets that will provide structure for a training environment. So that maybe if without a training plan, a company would take 7 years to get someone to be truly proficient. We're trying to squeeze that 7 years down to 3 or 4. So it's really important that we do this because the shop floors are old, generally. And so if we don't do it quicker, the industry is in jeopardy. But for an individual company like ours, to compress that number of years that someone can become proficient is just a boon to the company. Financially, it helps the company to grow quicker and better by getting more skilled people up to speed faster.
Okay, so it will be very beneficial to M&S because you have a growing proficiency on the floor and also a greater skill set then. It's going to help close the skills gap?
It will. It's certainly addressing the skills gap that is, much talked about in the press and whatnot, especially during this presidential campaign season. Skills gap is, and apprenticeships even has taken a prominent position on the platforms of both parties. So yes, this is certainly addressing the skills gap and the want of the country to send everybody to college, and maybe our questioning of that to learn a trade and earn college credits is a really good solution because it cuts costs way down to the student. Companies paying for most of the cost of these programs, and so the student then or the candidate is not only earning a wage, so they're earning money while they're going to school. They're earning college credits that they're not paying for, and they're coming out with accreditations or even bachelor's degrees at the end of it after several years with no debt.
Mhm. And how do you think this contributes to your overall goals in life to bring more positivity and kind of innovation into the world? How does the apprenticeship program contribute and push that forward?
Making me think.
Yes, I am.
Well, it is a life goal of mine to help people figure out what their passion is in life, to try to pursue things that really engage them, because the more they're engaged, the more you're engaged with what you're doing, the better off the world is. The better off, it's just the society is a little bit better place if we're all doing something that we really want to be and should be doing, that we're not just collecting a paycheck. And one of the important pieces of this is the vetting process of getting people into the program. We don't want to accept just anybody who thinks that they, oh, well, I have nothing better to do, so maybe I'll just go do this. Someone has to really want to be in manufacturing. And then if we vet them properly and make sure that we're accepting the right number of people, or the right people into the program and into our companies, we can tend to have those people will be the ones that want to be engaged. Those are the people who want to stretch themselves and learn and take it to another level. And that's what we need, kind of, I think, across all of industries. Whether it's social media and marketing, or in manufacturing, you need to really be focused on what you're doing and want to grow yourself in that area. And not be afraid to take on new things. So that's what we're hoping, that the program will serve as a really appropriate vetting process, and then give them basic skill sets that they can build on to take their careers forward and hopefully forward the industry.
All right. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate